Argylle is a new book movie thing. So I'll be honest, I'm not really sure how to talk about this book because I don't usually review books, but unless they tie into movies, which this book kind of does. So a while ago, it was announced that Matthew Vaughn's new movie Argylle, which is coming out February 2nd, which I cannot wait for, and this review will be dropping just in time for that movie's release. This book was coming out as the book that the movie's based on, basically. I don't think that's true. I think either the author of this book doesn't exist and this movie was just a built-in tie-in to the movie, or the author of this thing does exist, and the writer of this book was writing this book. Some studio executive said, "Oh, I like the rights for that to make that into a movie." She decided, okay, I'll wait to release the book closer to the movies, just like kind of J.K. Rowling did with some of the last few Harry Potter books. She kind of waited to release them when the movies were coming out. And that's a very smart marketing decision. Made her books sell way more than they probably would have sold. They still would have sold well because she's, that's a great universe and of characters and things that she had built up, even though she is a garbage human being. But that's besides the point. Argylle is a great book, though. In a way, it has a very unique premise. So if you don't know what Argylle is about, it's about a writer of a book, and then some of that starts to entangle in reality, and in a way she's seen as a fortune teller, and there's all different twists and turns to it. I don't want to spoil, but I did read the book. I really enjoyed the book. However, it's got a fun vibe to it. I think the movie will be much better, only because this book does have a very generic tone to it. It feels very generic spy thriller-esque, and that's in book form. Where movie form, I think that might be very different because Matthew Vaughn is a director who did stuff like The Kingsman, where he was able to play with the spy genre and do very unique things with it, and I feel like he's going to do this with this book as well. He clearly loves that genre, clearly knows how to play in that genre, do his own fresh bag of tricks, and I feel like in a book form, while writing can be very generic, movie sometimes can add like flares of like direction, style, and tone that maybe a book couldn't capture. And so I did enjoy this book, and I think if you're super excited for the movie, it is worth a read, though I would say maybe wait for a sale or to go down a little bit. This was about $25 when I bought it, and $15 is the right price for this. It's not a bad book. It's a pretty good one, but I just can't help but imagine that the movie will be a much stronger movie than it will be a book. And I still wonder, there isn't a lot of information online about this author, and it doesn't seem like, she's someone who's keeping herself private. It just seems like she genuinely doesn't exist, and this book is just a tie-in for that movie. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.